What is going on, you guys? Charizard Glaceon Gaming here. And you see art supplies on this new, very nice art desk that has been used multiple times and has gouges that you cannot see. But as you can see, today is an Arty art show video. Yay! Let's get into it. For today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the bottom fell out. Faber Castell Eco Pencils in the World Colors. As you can see, it has three double-ended colored pencils and just the various shades of the rainbow up top here. These were $2.38 at Walmart, and the bottom is just a mess. Like, it fell out. So we're going to leave it at that. And the second art supply I'm really excited for that we are testing are the Tombow dual brush pens in the Celebrations palette. There are 6 colors altogether that are very nice. I'm gonna pop open the packaging. I've used these already. I've used these twice. These Tombow markers are double-ended and have water-based ink, which means you can basically use them like a watercolor pen. And I know most people use these for bullet journaling or actual watercolor art, but I'm just going to use these the best way I can. As you can see indicated here, this end is with the big lid is the brush nib, which is a very lovely brush nib. Very, very lovely brush nib. And then the other end is a straight bullet nib, which we could use to our advantage at some point. And this is the lovely red shade. Now, I have already swatched these, all of these. My art desk is not a mess. I cleaned it before filming. So, to work with these, I also have the Strathmore Visual Journal in the mixed media, which you probably cannot see. Actually, you can see it pretty well. Sorry if I'm having to lean and I get louder as I lean because my camera is to my left. But it's right here. Like I'm pointing at you, which is rude. But I also have this to go with them. And I'm going to take it to the side here because I've already done some stuff with it. These are the pencils all swatched out and blended. I'm a fan of the first pencils blending more than I am the rest of them. It's probably my error that they look like crap. And this is meant for children, basically. These are like a kid's art supply pencil. But the blending, I don't know if you can see, but the blending on the red to orange transition is decent. And then the one to the pink and green is not so good. And then you can see the rest of them, basically. So there's that. The swatches for the Faber Castell pencils. And here are the Tombow dual brush pen swatches I did. Oh! Can we just appreciate this pink for like 2 seconds? Like, this is the pink I wish my room was when I was a kid, okay? It's just a beautiful color. And I bet my camera's wigging out over the colors, but like, oh my lord. They're so beautiful. Like I said, you can use it as watercolor. The blending, I didn't see much of between the red and the orange, which is fine. But the blending, the mixing of colors for, like, to create a secondary color, oh my gosh. Like, heavenly. So beautiful. And I actually did try to make a piece of art with these things. It looks like absolute garbage. So, we're going to throw that out the window. We're going to start fresh. We're going to figure out how this works. If you can hear the cat in the background, there's a cat in the background. But I also did another test. I tested the Faber Castell pencils against the Crayola colored pencils, and I like this red-orange transition better in the Faber Castell than I do the Crayola, which is fine. But I much prefer the yellow to blue transition of the Crayola over the Faber Castell ones. Which, still, I'm trying to figure out if this is my fault that it's crappy. So, I'm just gonna do... So, the first idea I had for this, okay? The first ever idea. And I got it from... Give me just a second. I also got these file folder things that are citrusy, like this one, for instance, is really beautiful. I liked the blue-green in the back with the flowers. Are those considered... Is this a grapefruit? Because I feel like this is grapefruit. With the grapefruit fruit blossoms. Now, and then we have these, leafy ones, which I thought was really pretty. Like a lovely shade of blue-green there. And then this one is what inspired the, lemon idea without the pink background. As you can see, I did it with blue. Probably should have went with pink because the lemons stand out a little bit more, but that's okay. That is why art is considered a trial and error activity. Now, I have two other Strathmore products that I don't use often. I have the watercolor postcards, and I also have the same. Well, this one's 5.5 by 8 visual journal, and I have the 5.5 by 8.5 inch watercolor pad block series 400. I got this because it was cute and small, and you never see anything like that. And as you can see, it's had a lot of love. So I don't know if we're going to be using that, but I do, or the visual journal yet, because I want to try to make something small and cute with this. So I'm going to take a sheet out of that. And we're actually going to use this sketchbook to thumbnail image some things. So we're going to skip to a blank page. And I'm going to grab a pencil, just a random pencil. A Zebra Graphics 0.7 pencil, which I have regular lead in, surprisingly enough. So I'm going to open all of these supplies so they're ready to go. Probably when I'm done filming this, I'm going to have to look back to see what order those go in. Oh, and as you can see, the bottom fell out of these. So we're just going to grab them and pull them like that. Like I said before, the supposed skin tone colors are double-ended. So we're going to try and we're going to thumbnail sketch. Because I want to go back to the lemon theme. Like, I have this thing where I just want to go back to, like, a lemon type theme. And I don't know if you can see my sketches or not, but, like, here we go. Okay, so that's going to be that. I might want to grab my other eraser. This is not a makeup palette. This is how I store my lead for my pencils and erasers. Which, as you can see, I need a new eraser to put in here. So there's my needed eraser. We're not going to use fine liners, I don't think, because I want to try to keep this as natural as possible. I should I should make myself sketch with the colored pencils now that I think about it. But we're going to go with the flow here. I'm going to try to add a skinny circle over the first one to get it more like the lemony vibe. I'm actually just using my other hand. I'm not even using this hand here. So that's like that. And we're going to use this grapefruit piece as a reference. So this whole part is the rind. Are we going to do like 3 circles? Actually, no. I'm going to do this differently. Okay, I'm going to add another circle on the inside. It's not even a circle anymore. I don't even know what to call this. Like, there's that on the outside. And then it's going to make little triangle-y bits on the inside. Okay, that's kind of cute. And then it's going to come around like that. Kind of doesn't look the way it's supposed to, but like I said, art is a trial and error thing. I actually might end up liking it. I actually kind of like it because it looks like a flower in the center. But everything's like off skew, whatever. It's kind of cute, actually. Now that I think about it, we could do flowers the exact same way I just did that. So, like, we're just gonna go in here. Just like that. And just on like a little center point. That was a little bit dark. Just like make little... That's what I might do now instead. That doesn't necessarily look like what I wanted it to look like, but okay. Like I said, art is trial, and that looks like a fan. That looks like a fan. Okay. We're just gonna draw. I'm just gonna shut up. Okay. That didn't happen. See, if we were to go the flower route, we wouldn't have much of a, I mean, color pencil wise, we have a good color selection. Solutions? I'm about to say solution. Selection. Okay, I'm gonna turn this sideways because I'm better at drawing lemons when they're on their side. See what I mean? I'm getting Sid the Sloth vibes and Stewie Griffin vibes. It's horrendous. Horrendous, I say, horrendous. But that's okay, because you know what? If I were to draw Stewie Griffin, it would make sense, because he's special. But I don't know how to draw Stewie Griffin, so we're not going to be drawing Stewie Griffin. That's actually a pretty good postcard size image, which I forgot to draw. No thumbnailing, you're supposed to draw the page. I know you're supposed to do that. What do lemon blossoms look like? Because I much like the whole idea of just there being a lemon. So I'm going to draw this again, but with a colored pencil, because it's more or less what I'm looking for. Let's see. These pencils are decent. They're kind of smooth, but not Crayola smooth. They still catch in places. So, like, just gonna... lemon. And then the stem. And then... and see, they kind of scratch the paper a little bit too, which is I'm not a fan of. And then the leaf, which not very well drawn. This is a hard decision because, like, we could do it this way. Like portrait style instead of landscape style. No, I think I much like it landscape style, now that I think about it, like. Like that. See, I have to draw the lemon like this, like I can't draw it any other way. Then make it a big boy lemon, like a chunky boy. Should have grabbed out my pencil sharpener. I have like little bitty leaves just like dangling everywhere. Laying in different places, you know. I think that would look cute. I honestly think that would look somewhat decent. Decisions. Because I want to leave the background white, I think, so it'll like stand out more. But at the same time, I want to add like some sort of color. Because I know I'm going to use the color pencil as the sketch, base sketch, and the marker I'm going to do a watercolor effect with, and then we can go in with more detail with the, see, like, with the marker, with the lemon, we're going to do it on this one. I want to do a watercolor effect where I just take it up and go to the light spots up top with it like that. I don't have water on hand, which is kind of depressing. So I'm going to do that when the time comes, but like, you get the idea. Like lemon. I'm actually sketching with a marker. That's awesome. Not many people can do that. See, like, I want to take it up to here with water, and then all the way up to the rest of the way with water. Like, it's basically making the shadow effect without adding anything extra. So, like, I'm just going to pretend. It's like a watercolor affected kind of thing, okay? That's what that's going to look like, and then I can't go in with that and add detail. This is stressful. I mean, very stressful. See, I don't like it, and see, it scratches the paper. So you're going to tell that there's an indent, and I do not like that. in a dilemma here. I will be right back with water stuff to figure this out. I have returned with some water, some nice glorious H2O, and I think I'm gonna do some more thumbnail sketching. I sharpened the pencil just so I could get this done better. Oh no, it's breaking. No, stop it. Oh no, this is not going. It's like broke on one side, but it still wants to work. Like, what? Excuse me. This is stressful. This is very stressful. I'm not going to be trying this. I might try the skin tones to make a graying effect. There it went. Oh well. Finally. Just going to do that. Sharpeny, sharpeny. This is not how I thought this video would go. Oh, I'm making a mess. You can tell I do not like these pencils. And yes, I just have a broom and dustpan. On hand. I know what I'm going to have to do. And I'm not going to like it. Oh, finally! We have a point we can use. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. So now, since we have the idea in mind, I want to make it like that with one leaf. We're just going to make this simple, really. Oh, the brush I took down that's really shiny, it is a Royal Lane Nichols Zen number 6 round brush. I've had this thing forever. I think it's like a multi-purpose brush. I use it for watercolor because it holds water really well. So if we're going to be using a watercolor technique on the lemon to make shading, then what better supply to use than a watercolor brush? Anyway, we're going to try the technique that I used last time. That kind of looked gray. I'm going to look for it real quick. Because we're going to need to add shadow to this little lemon. Okay? Actually, on this page, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try something with the, I kind of want to see how light of a gray we can get. That's about as light as the gray we can get with the black and the white Faber Castell pencil. That was the darker pencil in this one. That kind of made that cool gray. Constantly having to adjust how this looks. See how that looks more gray than that? Like, let me go over this one more time and show you how much grayer it looks versus that. Like, do you see the difference? I like that a lot better. So we're going to use this pencil as well. And then we might use the brown pencil for extra decoration, like spots and things. And we might even use it for the stick. We have to use it for the stick, obviously. What other colors could we use for the stick? For shading. That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out how to do the shading part of the stick on the thing. Anyway, we're going to just hop in on it. I'm going to have my thumbnail sketches open, actually. Setting right here, actually. Right there. And then we're going to plop this postcard down. I need to make sure I have it facing the right way because it is postcard. So we're going to start. And obviously from the thumbnail pictures we drew earlier, we have to make the lemon kind of bigger in order for what I want to happen. See, not all lemons are perfect. I mean, you can go to a grocery store and find one that actually looks like this. I'm trying not to scratch the paper too much to prevent it from doing the stainy bit. I think I've just automatically decided to put the stick like that. Make this little fella girthy. Because we make it a big old fat lemon. So now we're gonna make a leaf. Make a leaf just like that. We're gonna leave the outline yellow. I'm going to see if I can lighten it at all with my kneaded eraser. Oh yeah, it looks like the color's coming off of it a bit. Most definitely. Most definitely the vibe we're going for. I can tell that that the pencil did scratch the paper, so if you use these, do be careful. It does scratch the paper. Now I'm just gonna, around the outline, add a thick bar of yellow. With the Tombow marker. Now these markers are really nice. So dippy into the water. I'm actually going to tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to pick it up. Oh, no, I'm not. Apparently, I'm not going to be picking up anything. And see how much lighter it turns? That might have been too much water. Oops. I went out of the lines. I hear people screaming in the comments now, she went out of the line! Yeah, I know, that was an accident, I promise. See how it creates like this gradient? Like this is the shadow area. And like this is like a lighter area. You see how that works? Like that? Just like that. Like, I love how that looks. And that was simple. That took like seconds. So now what we're going to do... Okay, which one of these is which? We're going to add... That's pink. Hold on, My Little Pony minute here. Actually, that would look best on top. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. It's T2. I'm just gonna add that to the top here. It looks pink, but on my paper it looks brown. I mean, with enough layering, it looks brown. Okay, cool. Coolio, coolio. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do then. Then we're gonna add the other piece. The shading of the twig, branch, whatever you call it. And we're gonna blend. Okay, that actually doesn't look half bad. Now that I see that, that doesn't look half bad. At all. I should have brought my watercolor palette over here. Because I'm going to do the watercolor technique with the leaf that I just did with the lemon. And I actually have a smaller brush here, over here I think, for this. Yes, I do! Haha! Success! Actually, we'll go a little bit smaller. One of them fell off. That's fine. That's fine. This one is also a Royal Inlay nickel, but it's like just a generic pack brand. It's a 3/0. So we're gonna just painty. Painty, painty. The leafy leaf boy. He's a leaf boy. He's a leaf. Is much leaf for a lemon. Okay, I'm liking this. I like how that looks. Because now we're going to let that dry, but now that we have the lemon, that's my noggin. We're going to do something I've never done before. I've never tried before. This is going to be great. I'm bringing the lemon image out, and you see how it has the little dark brown spot, the light brown spots? We are going to find the lightest brown in this set. I dropped it. You saw nothing, you saw nothing. Actually, you probably can't even see this. But that's fine. You know the process. You know the process I'm taking for this. Anyways. Oh no. Oh, there it is. I see it. Haha. Which would be that pinky color we use for the top of the... for the stick. We'll make the little stick a little bit bigger. Because he looks a little left out. Okay. Yeah, we're going to use this and we're going to add little tiny dots all across the top edge. This little tiny... It's not even coloring. I don't think. It doesn't even look like it to me that it's... Oh, it is. It's just barely doing it. It's like little cosmetic things. Little cosmetic bumpy bits. And I want to do something else I've never done before. Is I'm going to, where this little light spot is here, I'm going to add water. Because this is where our highlight is. And we'll take my shirt sleeve. I don't recommend you use your shirt sleeve. And I'm going to dab up the water to make a highlight patch. Just like that. So simple. So sweet. It's so simple and so sweet. And I'm going to take this and you can also use this technique for mistakes too. So you just like add water. Dab, 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 dab. Voila! Mistake gone. Masterpiece. Beautiful. Now we're going to add some shading to the leaf using the green colored pencil. Because we're not going to do the same thing for that. We're going to actually blend it with the other colored pencil to give it kind of a artsy-fartsy look. That actually doesn't look half bad, but I still don't like the way these little dots have turned out on the lemon, so I'm going to add a little bit more color. Little bit more color. And then I'm going to blend it and make it smaller, or not smaller, lighter than that. Actually, that doesn't look half bad. We might need fine liner now that I look at this. But as where we don't have a background, I think we're okay. This white color pencil literally does nothing. I don't know why I picked it up in the first place. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make, what was the color that made the gray? Oh yeah, I see it now. Okay, we're going to use that. It was this one. And we're just going to take a big chunk of it. Just like a big chunk. Maybe like that much. We're going to go around the outside. Not like the M&M song at the trailer park. We're not going to go to the trailer park. Okay, if you've seen Trailer Park Boys, you know why we do not go to the trailer park. Okay. Just adding a little bit of shading underneath. I know this isn't perfectly center, and that's fine. But like, does it have to be perfect? Now we're just going to go in and kind of blend that together. Give it a, see how it gives it a little bit more depth and depth. And where it goes towards the actual edge of the lemon, I'm going to darken it. That's the darker edge of the lemon, and we do not want that to show. I mean, we do want it to show because it creates more depth. But at the same time, we kind of want it to blend out and make a shadow. Kind of like that. That actually doesn't look half bad. I don't know how it looks on camera, but it looks pretty good to me. Looks pretty good to me. I like that. I shouldn't be throwing these pencils around like I am, but I am. I feel so bad. Actually gonna blend that with a little bit of yellow. Give it a little bit more character. And I'm gonna go back around the outside with the pencil. As you can see, it scratched the paper when I tried to do that. So you got to be really careful. See, just like that, it's like an outline. Like, you can barely see the outline, and that's fine. But like, it looks so good just as it is, and I don't want to add too much more, but I'm going to add on top of the color pencil a very generic leaf design. Because that's what it is very generic. I messed it up, but that's fine. That's why you can do this. Or, in better, like for better terms, I hear people yelling at me now. And then I'm going to do a stupid. And then I'm going to go dab, 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 dab. Ta-da! And just like that, we have a lemon. I'm going to go in here and find a small fine liner. My 01 Prismacolor fine liner. I'm going to call this piece done. So, thank you guys so very much for watching. I know my line art sucks. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you enjoyed it, and enjoyed watching me struggle, which I'm pretty sure half of you did, please let me know in the comment section down below if I executed this piece really well, or if I just messed it up for the sake of messing it up. And there's my signature on it, and with that I'm going to call it done. All my social medias will be to the left of the screen. Thank you guys so very much for watching this video. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you guys so much. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing with everybody, your friends and family. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye! This is editing shy. I forgot to tell you what I thought of all the products. So I'm making this now. I absolutely love the Tombow markers. I think they did an amazing job with the watercolor idea. The color pencils aren't the best, but they're a lot better than a lot of other pencils. But since they are made for children, they're pretty decent. So that's my review. I wouldn't use these as with professional art. I'd rather use my Prismacolors than these, the Faber Castell ones, to do professional art with. But I will definitely be using the brush pens again for another thing at another time. So yeah, I forgot about that. I'm gonna put it in after I just said everything about the subscribing and stuff. Goodbye. What is going on, you guys? This is Charizard Glaceon Gaming here with another Arty Art Show video for you. Oh, I knocked my camera.